True peace, kins and friends. It's been a while, but as far as the updates, I would like to bring the first update with around the same time that they were kidnapping Maduro out of Venezuela. Over there in Africa, they was attempting an assassination attempt on Ibrahim's life. Now, as of now, at this moment, they have captured Paul Henry Damiba, the ex-military president that was in the presidency before Ibrahim took over. He has been the assassination attempts, along with a few others. The president of Cote d'Ivoire. You have Tinubu, the ex-president of Ghana, as well as Madabio, that's the president of ECOWAS. Well, the president of Cote d'Ivoire is panicking, so that's what's going on as far as that. Now, before I get into my reading, I like to start by saying Noopoo 9 times. Noopoo, 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 Noopoo. I will be using the Noopoo Tarot deck, and as we know, it has been an amazing journey for IShowSpeed. He's attended quite a few countries, 20 countries in 28 days. And he was given a Ghanaian name. He went through the naming ceremony. And I mean, he just had a beautiful journey, and a whole lot of what have been taught to a lot of people here in America about Africa was mirrored from Africa to people over here in the diaspora. So my reading that I'm about to do is is IShowSpeed safe? Okay. And when he did his ancestral test, it was proven that he was 100% African, which you can look and tell, because us as Noonaboos, we know the darker skinned Africans even over here in America are descendants of those ancestors. I don't even know why people keep trying to get people to deny their bloodline, but we know why. But everybody's starting to see the truth about the motherland. That's the most beautiful thing in the world for the individuals over here in America to experience that for themselves by going over there themselves and not listening to what others tell them about the continent. Is IShowSpeed safe? Okay. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We have the first card in the upright, the commandment law number 2 card. And it reads, do for others what you would want done for self, the same way each time that condition are the same. This law teaches us not to be selfish, but kind and helpful to others in need. Okay. Now, wow. I've heard he's done many great things for people before he took that journey to Africa. So I mean, I wasn't subscribed to his channel, but I got to know a lot about him even more from this journey. And he give out, what I do know is he show a lot of love to his fans, no matter what race they are. And he's just a lovable individual. Okay, the second the second card that came out in the reverse is the Phoenician Noon Kingdom. This will be home only to all straight-haired people such as Arabs, Turks, Spaniards, Latino. After the 2025 cataclysm, all other races will be able to visit with Kingdom God chaperone for a limited time and must be escorted off the motherland until a later time. And the reverse means you may not be allowed to visit, or you may broke laws that will not allow you to return. Now, with that being said, IShowSpeed went to Egypt, and we know the inhabitants of Egypt at this moment are the Arabs. The Phoenician race is the Arabs of today. They are the colonizers of that land, Kemet. So that right there is just explain how they will no longer be in that land after the cataclysm. They will have to go over to the kingdom that they will have to set up amongst themselves by following correct information relative to noon science. Okay, the third card that came out also in the reverse is the Girtha, the Earth card, because Girtha is the correct name for the planet. This planet we are on, Earth, and and it reads: Mother, life, female energies, nine ether, the energies, female mental energies. 6 ether, death energies, mentally, spiritually and physically. 5 ether nitrogen energies. 4 ether methane death energies. 3 ether ghost neutrinos of death energies. Home of Leviathan sex forces. Earth, God, Geb, masculine powers, crystal powers, fire, water, air, and earth elements, spirit, worth, mental world, physical world, Equatoria, Africa, womb of African race, Lake Victoria. Okay, so I want to read a little deeper. Okay, the Girl of the Earth card is a unique card because she is the only orb in this solar system that has life on her surface and underground. When this card appears, it means everything is at your disposal. If you are in a state of wrongness, the negative forces that exist at Girtha's command will indeed turn against you. This is a life and death card. If Girtha's card appears upright, then all the positives mentioned will work for you. For example, 9 ether life energies, crystal powers, and Lake Victoria are positives. The other words not written are negative, death, forces, and will apply if this card appears upside down. The other words not written are negative, death, forces, and will apply if this card appears upside down. This was in I'm sorry, this was in the upright. Okay, so yeah, everything is working in his favor. I'm sorry, I said, yeah, everything is working in his favor. So, yeah. So, the Girl of the Earth card is a unique card because she is the only orb in this solar system that has life on her surface and underground. When this card appears, it means everything is at your disposal. So everything is working out in his favor. He also met some of his ancestors in Liberia, because we all know that Liberia, a whole lot of people that was already here in America was taken to Liberia. So, and he met a couple of his ancestors with the last name Watkins. So, and they came out of the state of Ohio. And that was a very touching moment for him. Okay, so the last card that's in the reverse is the Noon Science card. Science of NoopooH, ethereal science, original science of the Ethiopian African race, autobiography of the one supreme being, mental resurrection, science of the mental dead, the great unifier of all people, solvent science, the good 9 news. In reverse means it's not being practiced, right? Or a person isn't aware it exists yet, or a religious mind is struggling learning it. This card says it all, because even though it is in reverse and he know he's connected to the motherland, by him only being 21, he don't know that known science exists. So once he know that it exists, oh, he's going to embrace it because he was embracing the Ghanaian culture. He embraced all the cultures that he visited. It was some that he didn't understand, but he showed the respect and honoring of those that were teaching him the culture of those different countries. Yeah. So that was the reading. And I will be back with more readings, and this one was basically came out what it was supposed to be. First card, commandment law, as it states, do for others what you would want done for self, the same way each time that conditions are the same. This law teaches us not to be selfish, but kind and helpful to others in need. Yeah, he was very helpful to a lot of people. That's why so many people love him all over the continent. And then for the Goethe card to come out, the commandment law and the Goethe card to come out, it's just showing that because of his greatness, you know, all great things is at his disposal. Yeah, so yeah, and he do well looking out for people. So no, this was hold up. I think I made a little boo-boo. Hold on, let me go over something one more time before I end this. Oh wow, so I'm sorry, I did read that wrong. Okay, the other words not written are negative death, forces, and will apply if this card appears upside down. So, and by him being young, he's not going to expect that negative backlash, being that he has ended his streams of the motherland. Never know what's gonna come prior to everything that has been exposed, as far as the Algerians and who's the Arabs over there in the continent, which they shouldn't be, but they are, because they colonized those countries. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do one more reading, because I have another question I need to ask now. Whew. Will IShowSpeed need to be on his P's and Q's on protecting himself? Because he's done what no diasporan has ever done. IShowSpeed have to be on his P's and Q's for protecting himself. Will will he have to protect himself? Well, IShowSpeed have to protect himself. It's exactly what I was feeling, and it popped out. And it's in the upright. Well, we always know when something good is happening, them negative forces gonna show up one way or the other. There's no way around it. Oh my gosh. What? What is that? Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't know. First card that popped out in the upright is the Leviathan card. Controlling people and nations with sex, lies, death represents negative side of all the gods and goddesses combined. Part of the earth god Geb, the devil for mankind, the atmosphere, hypnotic spells in pantheism, religions and Sabaism, the zodiac, the animal kingdom, 6543 ether spirits. Yep, there we have it. Question. This card right here. Okay, the second card that also popped up in the reverse is the Smack Circle card. The big circle of order, 720 degrees of changes, goes counterclockwise, affects all space, matter, and time, 72 million years. Heaven top half, hell bottom half, nothing can stop the circle. Not Noopoo or Zoopoo. Positive matter energy and negative matter energy. In the upright, it is order no matter what is happening. The reverse means destruction and chaos is near or is occurring. Yeah, they're going to start giving him problems because he went over there and exposed a lot of history that they wanted hidden. Okay, the third card that popped up was the BooOonooAanet card in reverse. Value family life, help needy people, earns money, rulership, good communication, busy reasoner, unique rigidness, intuition, judgmental, function, philosophical, overconfident, trust issues, law contracts. Diverse marriages, awakening, loyal, self-worth, philosophy, and ideas. Okay, now I want to go a little deeper. Okay, and this is an earth power card that supports stability, protection, realization, helpfulness, Saturn energy, completion, provides sustenance to you and others when you work in spiritual soil, which is yourself. That's when your life will bear so much fruit in areas where you lacked mentally, spiritually, economically, and physically. Okay, in reverse, your life suffers spiritual, mental, economical famines, deserts, blockages, attacks, loss, and instability and disunity. So there we have it. He's gonna come full circle with some problems. Mainly spiritually. Actually mentally and spiritually, because there was a whole lot of stuff that he didn't understand, and but he will know. But for the most part, so his life do suffer the spiritual, the mental capacity to be able to understand Noon for that aspect, because all he know is religion. So yeah. Okay. Okay, with the last card is in the upright that popped out is the Cardu and Cardar card. Oh, sorry about that. But the Cardu and Cardar card was in the reverse. These brand new god and goddess are creators of hearts and veins of the African race and their original god parents from Lake Victoria. Another circulation card that supplies life and movement to persons, places, and things. This is also the base of spirit beings, that they receive nutrition by causing excitement in human beings, positive or negative. In the upright, everything is good and healthy. Okay, let me go a little deeper with this one. Okay, we have the Cardu and Cardar card is the upright. In the upright ensures everything is traveling with no blockages mentally, spiritually, physically, organically, and economically. A cardiac type of card that carries life to all parts of the human being's lifestyle and supports balancement to all locations in the body of the African race. Okay, in the reverse, that signifies clogging and restrictive flow to key points, and eventually decay and death sets in if the issue isn't fixed in time. So yeah. Everything that I read basically boils down to him being, he have blockages as far as correct information, but being that he has tapped in, it could well possibly guide him to come across the correct information of neuroscience. So yeah, the first card that popped up was the Leviathan card, so we know he gonna have some challenges. He gonna have them challenges, and smash circle being in the reverse is just means that destruction and chaos is near. These two, destruction is near, and chaos is near, or it's occurring. And this card, NoopooH in reverse, is the reason why. And as far by this being upside down, value family life. Yeah, he valued family life, but the fact of the matter is, it also has been exposed on certain occasions of how sometimes him and his mother don't get along. So there's a lot that need to be fixed as well within the household. Well, with family in general, the family value life need to be fixed, because he did expose that his mom is Ghanaian, and that's how he was able to be chosen a name for him. Well, that ends my reading for today, and I will be back with another. True peace, Kins and friends. I'm out.